do 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 do. Welcome, 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 welcome. How's it going? Flip it good. Friday. Yep, it's Friday all day long. How's everybody doing? Hi. Hello. Ah, it's another day in the life. Bum, 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 bum. Robin's here. Flip it good. Morning, 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 morning. Time to get up and at 'em, Adamant. Yeah, that was a cartoon. Up and at 'em, Adamant. Hey, Ron. Hey, you were excited, and then all of a sudden the phone went dead. So it's all right. That's exciting though. You sold. Put your grand total. How many Disney pins did you sell? And what was the total price? You must have had some good ones because that sounded like a lot of money. Money, 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 money. Lags in the house. Well, what's the topic for today? Where's Tom as the topic right now? He 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 stays busy and then he doesn't remember to come in. Is that a priority thing or is that a 240 pins for 2001? Excuse me, $2,150. Good grief. Let's talk eBay. Just kidding. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, I suppose. eBay. Yesterday I had a good sales day. I got 7 orders going out for about 200 bucks. Just average stuff. Sold a pair of gloves. I sold that junior electricity lab. I sold a 59 Chevy pickup hood ornament. I sold some termite killer. I sold a pair of Wrangler jeans. Sold 2 hats. Yeah, not anything like Ron with his $2,000 Disney pin sale. Sheesh. That's almost, I mean, that's like $90 a pin. I sold a book for 1,000. God, y'all are beating my, beating my time. That used to be an expression. If there was a young lady that you wanted to date when you were young, and another fella came in and started dating her first, the other fellow was beating your time with the young lady. That expression's been around for probably 100 years. He's beating her. He's beating his time with her. Oh, $9 a pin. Oh, that's right. I can't math this early. I forgot to carry the zero. Still $9 a pin. And what was your buy cost on the pins, Ron? What do you call it nowadays? You got your woman. Your buy cost is 185 and you sold, and you still have some left, don't you, Ron? That one buyer didn't buy them all. Dang, I need to get into Disney pin business. I see all kinds of people selling them. Bum, 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 bum. You have 1,000 more? God. uh, well, all right. I'll put the invitation in the chat because it looks like invitation to join me on the panel because it looks like Tom is still sleeping in. So, whoever wants to come on and chat me up. Ba, 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 ba. So, what else is going on? Today is my youngest son's 33rd birthday. That'll make you feel old. Internet's down. Yesterday, Tom had a power outage. So I don't know if his power is still off. But he came in using his phone yesterday, too, so I bet his house got hot if they didn't get it fixed yesterday afternoon. It's been hot here. We've been hitting 100 degrees. Hundo. Excuse me. Got a frog in my throat. Let's see. What's the weather doing? It is 80 going to a high of 95. So a slight cool down today. Slight cool down. Oh, I sold something. Black & Decker ankle grinder. Yes, sold for $22. That was in one of those pallets. So I've only got to sell 20 more of stuff like that. You're here for it. There you go, Anissa. All right. We're getting reach up in here. Now I got 8 orders going out. Hello, Ping. So your sister and my youngest boy have the same birthday. What are the odds? Kansas City is only 50. Golly, that would feel good right now. It's been hot. It's been damn hot. It's been so hot. Swamp ass is normal. So why aren't y'all out at the garage sales this morning? Because it's too hot for garage sales. There's a couple going on here. There was I hit up the Lutherans yesterday. Guess how much I bought? Zero. Nothing. Do, do. Kind of yucky out. Yeah, we're in the dog. We're starting to get into the dog days of summer. August. Texas is always just hot in August. Hot. You bought a book for 375, listed it for 3,000. Man, what is it, like a technical how to build a Tesla or something? Crazy. You get the craziest stuff, Lag. I don't know where you source, but it's got to be sell through is really good at that price. First print collectible. Okay. I like old stuff. I like selling vintagey old stuff, but I don't know. A book. I need to learn more about books, I guess. Yeah, I sold this yeah, I sold this 59 Chevy hood ornament. Got some pitting and stuff from age. How long ago was 59? That's a long time ago. I was a little scudder in 59. Yeah, I'm by myself, Phil. Phil. I don't see Tom. Yesterday, Tom's power went out in his house. So I haven't heard if he's got his power back or not. 375 and sold it at. That's a lot of money. Of course, I pay up for some things. I paid $400 for that gold watch I sold a couple of weeks ago. But it's gold. So there you go. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Yeah, depends on what it is, I guess. Like you are with gold and silver. Yeah, it just depends. Hey, we got a guest star here. It's the Disney pen mogul. Morning, Ron.
Hey guy, what you know?
Not much. You're breaking up a little bit.
What are you talking about? This guy just had me walk.
Yeah, you sound like a robot. You're breaking
Let me
up.
get that though.
You're breaking up. That was Ron, y'all. Uh, Ron's got a bad connection or something. That was an incredible sale he did. He said he bought 1,000 Disney pins for $185. That's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. So anyway, what else is going on? I ain't got anything this morning. I didn't buy anything from the Lutherans yesterday. That's kind of unusual. My sale was for 185 my cost. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm over here selling my grinder for 22 bucks and Ron's selling Disney pins for 2,000. Oh, aha. So you're really into it for quite a lot more, but you got to, golly. If you got 1,000 of them and you spend 500, you're into them for 50 cents a piece. There's no way you can't make money. Just put them into, if you need to, put them into lots. Hmm. And they're easy to store. They're easy to ship. They don't take up much room. It's all good in the neighborhood. That's a good thing about watches and pens and jewelry. It doesn't take much room. Yep, yep. Da, da. Once in a lifetime sale, guy wanted to complete a collection. Well, no, it wouldn't be a once in a lifetime. There's a lot of people that collect Disney stuff. You're spending more. I've got quite a lot of money out in inventory too. I bought those 21 pocket watches and I've only sold two. Yeah, 1 pence into 23 pounds. That's a good markup. You spent 40,000 last month. Dang. If I look at my if I look at my listings, let's see, what's my total of everything I've got listed? $48,000 worth of stuff listed. And you bought $40,000 worth of stuff just this summer. What's if you go to your listings lag, how much do you have in listed inventory right now? Do, 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 do. See, I'll remember yesterday that message I got from a potential buyer to buy 7 electric plugs. He right after the show, he bought them. But wait, about 10 minutes later, he has to cancel the order. So that was a whole bunch of idiocracy right there.
Good morning.
Idiocy. Hey, Tom.
Sorry, I'm just running behind today.
You're behind us running.
Yep.
Okay.
Before I forget it, because I'm old and I forget things. Have you seen the video by What the Hell's where whatever his name is? He moves somebody has left a white minivan on his property and he moves it
Uh-uh.
with with a
I quit
John Deere
watching
front end
them.
loader. Huh?
I quit watching them. I just got tired of all the clickbait. Rah rah, we're the best. We love you. Jesus is the king. I mean, Jesus is the king, but you muted yourself.
Yeah, I know. I'm eating. Yeah, that was Jeremy.
Yeah, they got to bring in drama and they're just I don't know. They're syrupy sweet acting and yuck. They don't need me buying into it.
Uh,
Anyway, what was the outcome of the van?
he it was abandoned basically, and he drug it back over to the neighbor's yard that had put it there in the first place. So there's one part where he's going down a paved road behind that John Deere with dragging that Chrysler minivan because they don't have keys to unlock the gears on it. The tires are just squalling down the street as he drags it. Anyway, at least he's got good taste in tractors. So, how's things with you today?
Oh, just cranking them out.
Did you
Another day.
you got
Gage
every
turns 33 today.
damn, you're getting old.
I know.
Gwen was what 16 when she married she had Gabe.
No, David's older than that. David's 5 years older than Gage. So
Oh wow.
okay. Well, you may be hanging with me all day in this. Huh? I got to get stuff packed up and shipped out, and then start the birthday celebrations.
Okay, I'm gonna hijack your show for a minute. Lag, buddy o' mine. How many Bitcoin servers miners you got going in that basement? Right, not paying attention. Clicked on this YouTube video that I thought it was about a PC the size of a Mac Mini. Anyway, it was a Bitcoin server. And then that led me into a dark rabbit hole. These guys that pass on that, well, I'm not getting into the Bitcoin mining. I just was wondering how many you had in your basement. Those people have some hellacious power bills that has 5 or 6 of those daggum miners running at one time. Well, that's what after watching enough of them, because I'm a inquiring mind. Um, that's what it came out. That's what it. I mean, first of all, time you buy a cheapo one, that's like $1,900, and then you pay the power bill. Um, I don't see how they make any money, which they allegedly do. But anyway, Phil, these are for like you want to throw one up on your desk and let it sit there and mine for you. So anyway, okay, I didn't know whether that was one of your income streams or not. Whether you had like a big old mining farm in your basement, since you're into the Bitcoin thing. And then they start talking about all these other cyber currencies, and I'm like, sounds like another YouTube buy in and ditch it type thing.
Phil, is that a good thing that you linked my show on the UK Discord server? What it's been like 7, 8 years ago. People were really talking on YouTube's about mining Bitcoin, and every one of them quit because it just got too expensive to keep the equipment and everything running.
Well, for a while there, a really good video card would run, I don't know, $1,900 lag. One of the big good NVIDIA cards.
All right. Thanks, Phil.
Feels in the UK. I can't remember. I'm old.
Yeah.
Well, this is nighttime to them, so or early evening for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the amount of computer power you had to have to mine Bitcoin about 7 or 8 years ago, people just quit doing it because it was too much.
Um. Well, Phil, we might have the opportunity to meet up in the spring then, because Roberta's looking at a transatlantic and the Queen Mary sails from Southampton. Because I want to do the Southampton to New York. So you actually coming into New York Harbor and you see the Statue of Liberty. You know, like when I came over way back yonder.
Are you eating Ruffles?
No, I keep meaning to hit my mute button. I'm eating Tostitos with some queso.
Oh, because that's healthier than Ruffles. Okay.
Today, I really don't care. I'm having one of them days.
Uh,
If I was a drinking man, I'd have probably started off with a liquid breakfast this morning.
oh yeah.
Really, Phil? Cool beans. And this, I don't want to hear your nonsense this morning. The Tostitos or the queso? Oh Lord. Anyway, well, like I said, I fell down this rabbit hole. There's some farmers that have like, yeah, I've had those days too. It's a good thing I'm not a drinking man, or it's got to be a festive occasion for me to drink. Um, anyway, there's a guy out in Idaho that has a big cattle farm out there, and he's got a huge of mining miner setup, but he's got a big biogas generator system out there because he's got all the waste from the cows. So he basically doesn't have any electrical expenses. Excuse me. Yeah, the growing the wheat on the back 40 could be more profitable.
I'm sure that's true.
You had to pay your TV service through Bitcoin.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, cool. Yeah, but that cow does taste good, though, doesn't it, Anissa? Or are you a vegetarian too? Who is that, Anissa? Um, okay. Does anybody has anybody accepted, like when they're doing a Facebook transaction? Has anybody accepted Bitcoin as payment?
Do what? Say that again.
Has anybody accepted Bitcoin as payment for like Facebook Marketplace? Or is it too hard to do the conversion? Because it's what,
Uh,
like $56,000 of coin now, and you use pieces of coins.
yeah, it's just all percentages now. I think I have 0.0012 bitcoins or something like that now. Boom, boom.
Um,
No, I've never accepted Bitcoin for a something I was selling.
Zag's probably got about 1,000 Bitcoin.
I've accepted PayPal and Zelle and checks and cash, and that's about all I. And then, of course, eBay's payment system.
Anyway, I'm sorry to hijack your channel, but
No, you didn't even have a show yesterday. I figured maybe you would do the show today.
no, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get caught up from yesterday.
I assume you got your power back. What time's your power come back on?
About 1 o'clock. Then I had to
Well,
clean up because I had my refrigerator and my freezer running off of my Eco battery pack, whatever it's called. And this is not a paid promotion or anything like that because I don't have like a affiliate link any for them. But it's Eco something, and it's like a battery pack. It's worth the money. They're kind of pricey. I think we paid less than like $1,500 for it. But I ran my refrigerator off of it all day yesterday, or from the time the power went off until it came back home. So anyway, you country folk might get one. My next house will, and we're moving that direction. Plus, by the time I have the solar panels and the wind generators and the biogas set up and the hydro plant hooked up, I'll be in good shape. I'll never worry about power again. But yeah, if I was going to stay here, I'd have a whole house generator put in it. Yeah, Jackery are real good too. No, I believe Beth had a whole house generator put in, didn't she? Um, so you got a lot of stuff shipping out today since I missed the first part of first part of your show. I'm sorry. I'll get woke up in a minute. I've been here just fussing at the cats and doing stuff. I haven't even been talking to anybody.
I got eight going out for like 225, something like that. So
SpongeBob and toothbrush holders.
a couple of caps, pair of gloves, termite killer Wrangler jeans, hood ornament, junior electricity lab. That's about it. And a Black and Decker grinder. Mm-hmm. Bum, 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 bum.
I got about 15 lice removal kits. They were a clearance at Food Line, our grocery store, back in the spring. And I sold all of them yesterday
Okay.
to a school teacher. I guess
Yeah.
she's stocking up for the school system season since it's getting ready to start.
Anything that can be used for school applications, you're probably about too late to get it listed now. It's probably all that back to school stuff
No, I'm not.
has been bought.
Yeah, I'm not into the back to school thing. I mean, having to get ready for school because I don't have any kids to go to school. But I just haven't seen the advertising for back to school like we have in the past. And stores I've been into, they don't seem to have any. Head lice.
Well, you haven't been into Walmart. They got dedicated aisles.
Oh yeah, of course they do. Because at one time I set those things.
Office Depot, all kinds of places have just piles of back to school crap.
Yeah. My
Uh,
neighbor who's got a kid or two kids that's still in school, junior high and elementary, their teachers are telling them not to use a school list, that she'll send them the first day of school. She will give them a shopping list because she says you don't need half that crap. So send them to school with something to write on and some paper and call it a day for the first day.
yeah,
Because
the Waco WalMarts have a big bulletin board by the school supplies that show the different school districts
right.
um, required list of items.
Yeah, Phil. I used to start setting the school. the last year that I did merchandising, and I enjoyed it because you learned a lot about a lot of stuff. Uh, I managed the pool section at Walmart for 8 different Walmarts, and it was like August the 15th. I got a message saying put the pool stuff in a certain area in home and garden and start setting Christmas. Oh, because they needed to start setting Christmas. So I was in that store recently, and I said, I see the pool section's been moved back to the home and gardens or into the garden center. She says, yeah, I'm getting ready to start setting Christmas.
Mhm.
Texas, I thought you lived out in the country. Or is that you have a country home and then you come into the city for the winter?
He's probably got 12 places he lives.
You know, back in the Charleston days, plantation days, all those big houses that's built along the battery, those were the winter homes for the plantation owners. Because they would come in the city for the winter, but they would go out to the plantation. Their family would go out to the plantation for the summer because it'd be so hot in the city. There's your little bit of history there.
Do, do, do.
Oh, Halloween's already out, Phil. It's, and they've got some cool crap now for Christmas. I mean, for Halloween. I mean, it's pricey, but they got some good stuff out there. In the ghetto, is that where the middle class live, Texas? And then you go out to South Fork. You know, that place is not really big. It always looks like it was huge on TV, but it's not really that big. South Fork. Why do you not like Halloween, Lag? Because I thought that just about all the ghetto washed it away during the last flood. Do the kids make fun of you at Halloween, Lag? I'm not a I'm not a slasher kind of person. You know, all those slasher movies, Halloween, all that. Nah, not my kind of movie. I want to be happy.
Yikes, Phil.
Why do you go there?
He said his mom's house is across the alley from him. You know what I heard just yesterday?
What did you hear?
Chinese bought hundreds of acres of land about 5 miles from my house, and they're going to build a solar farm.
I didn't think the Chinese could buy land in the United States.
I don't know how they got it. Maybe it's on a lease, but they could probably get like a 30-year lease. Sound like somebody sold out. Yeah, it's gonna be really pretty. All that beautiful pasture land, just not gonna have any cows on it anymore. It's all gonna be just those shiny ass solar farm.
Reflecting all that heat and light back up into the sky.
Yeah.
Global warming. It's not caused by the damn cars. It's caused by all these damn solar farms reflecting heat back up into the air.
Hmm.
Okay, Lag. We'll take your word for it. Any of y'all ship like anything with NVIDIA chips in it to China?
What?
NVIDIA chips, like video chips.
What about them?
You have to be careful which ones you ship. Some of them's on the no sale list. It's illegal to sell them to China. So, Lag, you're going to have to start up a flip house in like South Korea so you can sell them to them and they can turn around and sell them to China. I didn't know that until I was watching a hearing. It's like an A1 chip. Lag, is that
I thought the Chinese already made all the chips.
not the NVIDIA AI chips? Apparently.
Hmm. You're the one putting in that bed and breakfast next door, Lag? Man, that couple that was living in that house, they moved out, and the very next day they were in there ripping out carpet and sheetrock and
Time is money. You got to get it when you're doing something like that. You got to get in there and get it done.
yeah, Lag's already hopping the fence to use my pool.
Lag is probably at Donald Trump Jr.
Could be. Is that a Diet Coke?
It's a Coke Zero. I mean, a Pepsi Zero.
Oh, so that makes it okay to eat 5,000 calories of tortilla
I don't
chips?
care today, Todd. I might have a damn banana split before the day's over.
Oh,
I am just in a I don't give a flying frig about anything today. I'm having one
uh,
of those old man days. Get off my lawn. Sir, I'm not on your yard, in your yard. You're looking at it. Quit looking at my lawn.
your
Uh,
dad's name is Joe.
Joe,
Joe Lag.
it's just been the power situation at my mom's house. One of my children are being a total asshole. I'm just I'm just ready for the weekend to get here. And you think everything is just wonderful in my world. Sometimes it's not.
I can't imagine your angelic boys being anything but nice.
Well, they 99% of the time they are, but this one child, which I know we're not supposed to say there. We're not as parents. We're not supposed to have favorites, but this one, because when we traveled home with him, he traveled with me all the time, so I bonded more with him than I did with Sasha. So he likes to yank my chain at times, and he's yanked it really damn good this time.
Man, I'm glad you're not my daddy.
No, I'm just one of these that just don't say nothing anymore. I'll let him go for a few weeks without talking. I just get over it, and I drive home the fact that I'm pissed off about something. So if I quit talking to you, lad, you know I'm pissed off to you. I'm ignoring you.
How could you be pissed off at that sweet lag guy?
I know. He works hard taking care of his house with his 4 children and climbing all those stairs. It's hard on those 43-year-old knees. I am retired, but I have a lot of crap going on. And now we're thinking about building a house. I got a
been
floor plan.
You've been
I've got
gonna
the
buy a house for 6 years.
well. I some shit's going down in Charlotte, and I'm just had enough of it. So I'm ready to move out to the country and plant me a garden and or put me in some greenhouses so I can grow food during the winter and call it a frickin' day.
You're gonna do all that yourself, or are you gonna hire
Contractors.
all that out?
That's what contractors are for.
Okay, see,
I'm the building part of it. I don't have time for it to mess around. When we get started on something, you got to get it done.
yeah,
And
gonna put in some marijuana growing facilities.
if I could get licensed for it, I would.
You have to have a license to grow marijuana.
In the states that it's legal to grow it in. I'm not going to jail. You know, I'm too pretty to go to jail. Prison.
You don't have to have a license to grow corn, but they make whiskey out of it.
You have to have a license to make whiskey, though.
You don't have to have a license to make beer.
Uh, to resell it, you do.
Hmm.
You can make wine and beer up to I'm gonna say 1,500 quarts or something like that. Uh, there's a max that you can grow for your own or brew for your own consumption, or make wine for your own consumption.
You just need to just go out there to Phil's slum area and hire you some pushers and
I'm
get
not
that
going to do anything illegal, Todd.
get that stuff sold on the street.
My luck is not good enough for that at all. All my high school friends said, "Oh, you're too good, Tom. You're just good, Tommy. You're all good. You just do everything your father says." And I said, "Because as soon as I go where I'm not supposed to go or do something that I'm not supposed to do, my dad will find out about it and he will make my life hell." So that was my motivation for being good old Tommy. No, there's a lot of us in South Carolina, but we're not like a Bush or a Trump or one of those families. Yeah, Nvidia. These new AI chips are supposed to really be. I just happened to glance up at the top, and I missed that. Well, I think I missed that a while ago when you were talking about. Phil was talking about Nvidia chips going through the wall, the ceiling. Um, those things are getting to be real powerful. Any of you older computer people, do you remember Cyrix chips? They were like Intel's chips. Did they become part of? Did AMD buy them? Because I had a lot of Cyrix chips in my early computing days. Back in the day where it would cost you $400 for 4 megabits of chip for RAM. If you had 100 megabyte of gig hard drive, man, you were styling and profiling. I guess I could have just done this in the beginning.
Well, this is one exciting show, and
I'm sorry, I was reading something.
just keeping stuff going. Yeah, I started looking at the Nvidia stock. It's been down for about a month. Should I reinvest now that they're illegal to sell them in China?
It was back when you couldn't find them because everybody was all the good ones were being bought up by um, the Bitcoin miners. Their stock went through the roof, and then electrical prices went up. So people got out
Now,
of the Bitcoin. It got too expensive to Bitcoin mine.
John, I didn't get anything from the Lutherans yesterday. Walked around in there for 30 minutes and let all the women smell me, and then I left.
You just didn't see nothing that caught your eyes, or it was it. You got so much stuff now that you didn't see anything that it justified listening to a lecture from Gwen.
I don't.
Hey, Tack.
They've gone through some changes. Whoever's doing their pricing now, stuff that I used to pick up has just gone through. They're becoming a little bit like a real like a real Goodwill or something.
Right.
Like they used to have like sneakers for $5, and now they're all at least 10. So they're like double their prices on men's shoes and boots. I'm like, okay, I just quit buying them. I was, I'm sure I'm their biggest buyer of men's shoes out of there, but I haven't bought any shoes from them in a couple of months because they just priced them. Cowboy boots for $35. I go, nope, 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 can't do it.
The day I bought this desk that I'm at, which was last week, I paid $7.99 for it at Goodwill. It's $300 or so online. I don't remember the exact price because I looked it up. I had the model number, But there was a young couple in there that were looking, they were looking at some stuff, and I heard him talking about their. Well, he looked at the same desk that I did, and I said, "Well, I just bought it," and he said, "Oh, that's terrible," because he works from home. Anyway, they were looking for some furniture for their house. I said apartment, their house, and I said, "Well, you came in a good day." I said, "I don't work here, but you need to buy that." And it was a antique Broyhill dresser. I mean, it was really nice, all wood, all that kind of stuff. It was 1999. I said, "You need to buy that." And I pointed out some other stuff to him. I said, "That's real furniture. That's not that damn cheap ass IKEA crap." Uh, I think they ended up spending about $400 before they got out of there in furniture, because that day Goodwill had some really good stuff in there. I mean, even like these file cabinets I have over here that I've started replacing the boxes with. Um, I paid $6.99 for it, a 4-drawer file cabinet, and these are like commercial, not these daggum Walmart things that you buy for your house.
Mm.
Those things are pricey.
I'll be right back. The
Sure.
drugs are kicking in.
Okay, go ahead. I was thinking that, John, but I wasn't going to offend any of the women folk we have in the show. You know, and this is already irritating because I'm exposing her to junk food. And now you're talking about the change. What do you want to do? Do you want the nightlife lag, or do you want to see some pretty sights? Hey, Media, or Mateo, excuse me. Yeah. Well, you could start off at the coast, or if you're driving, you could start off at the coast and go to uh, Nag's Head, where they had the White Brothers thing memorial at, and then you could head towards Raleigh. Just bypass Raleigh because it's a shithole. Ah, did I just offend anybody? That's my opinion. Uh, Make your way on over to Western North Carolina, where Banner Elk and Boone and those places are. Just beautiful scenery over there. Make your way over to Asheville, which is not too far away from it, and do Biltmore and visit Asheville. Maybe some of the little roadside attractions. Christmas Town. Oh, you don't want to do Christmas Town.
Boom, 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 boom.
McAdville. You don't want to go to McAdville unless you book a hotel room now for McAdville. Yeah, the Biltmore basement's worth seeing. If I was going to go to I just said the name of the town, to Christmas Town. I would book a hotel room and go in during the day, and then walk around town at night. The traffic is terrible. You will sit in line for hours, hours. If you want to do something like that, do Christmassy something like that, do the Speedway, the Charlotte Motor Speedway Christmas show, because you drive around the Speedway, actually out on the track. Pretty cool. So there you go, Lag. If you're going to be at Christmas, oh, and Biltmore, man, if you've never been to Biltmore, and you need to go during Christmas because it is gorgeous. They spend a lot of time on Christmas. Anyway, my son went to NC State, which is makes up a major portion of Raleigh, and I was never impressed with Raleigh. It is the capital of North Carolina, but it looks real ghetto-ish, the whole place. And I'm not a snob. That's just the best way to say it. I mean, to describe it. But then again, I live in the great state of Charlotte, so that's what the Raleigh people say. That's how they refer to people in Charlotte. We live in the great state of Charlotte. It does. I mean, it's a great place. You know, the interstate makes it kind of restricted on getting to certain parts of the state, but we've got it all. Any nice basements to see? I don't frequent basements, but I know this young lady she sets up tours. I'll reach out to her and say, "Hey, have you ever thought about doing a basement tour?" uh, John Jones said the Biltmore basement is worth seeing. Actually, if you the Halloween room, which is in the basement, is pretty cool. I mean, it's just a big room that they use for parties and stuff like that. It's not the ballroom, but it's pretty cool. So there's your little sightseeing for North Carolina. Is anybody in the chat never been to North Carolina or South Carolina that live in the country, in the US of A?
Not much. Seems like the times I've been to the East Coast, I've either been north of there or south of there. Been to Florida and Georgia, and I've been to New England. Never have been around the center part of the eastern seaboard.
Well, Lag, when a boy I went to high school was stationed in the UK in the US Air Force, and he and his wife would have, when he had long weekends, he would talk about, well, we're in Paris, or we're in Italy, or in Rome, or Switzerland, wherever. And we were talking, a bunch of our that graduated together. We would have a Facebook group, class of 1976, and we were talking about it, things, and he's like, you got to remember, that's like going from London to Paris is like going from Charlotte to Charleston, or it's real close together. I mean, it's hours apart, but it's still close together. When we went to Australia, we were taking a tour of Sydney, and there was a bunch of people from Perth. and we were talking. You know, there's the four of us that were American, and then there was like two other couples that were also American that were not with us, and we were all talking because they have a on this tour we took to the Blue Mountains. Um, we they stop at this like roadside restaurant and you have lunch or pies or whatever you want, coffee, and we were talking. It's like they're sightseeing they're Australian and they're sightseeing in Sydney. And one of the guys that was Australian, he says, "Have you been to Oregon?" And I said, "No, I've never been to Oregon." He said, "It's the same thing. You got to remember, Sydney's on one side of the country, Perth is on the other side of the country, Charlotte's on one side of y'all's country, Oregon's on the other side of the country. It's not something that you just jump in the car and start driving and do." And you're like,
Right.
"Oh, that's right. It's a big old place." NC is God's country. So is South Carolina. We
NC,
have
is that in Texas? Because Texas is God's country.
no, that's forsaken country.
Forsaken.
No, all states have their good and their bad. I will have to say that. And I, honest to God, have not been any place that I did not enjoy, and I did not enjoy meeting the people. In Russia, the people were great. The places we went were great.
All right. I got to go help celebrate a birthday and get my stuff packed up. And
All right. Well, it's 10:11. Sorry to dominate your show this morning.
it's all right. It's more like your show today because you didn't have power yesterday to run your show.
Yeah. And I did learn something real quick. Like, unless if the cable network has lost power at their switching station, you don't have cable service, even if you have these battery packs to run your computer and your modems and stuff like that. So, just saying. No, I didn't save you. I was just bored the hell out of y'all this morning with my endless old man rambling.
No,
So, anyway, y'all have a great weekend.
it was so interesting seeing you eat tortilla chips and
I'm
stuff.
sorry. I was just starving this morning. I still am. I'm gonna send this over to if she's still here. I might go get me some fried chicken or something.
Hey,
I am
hey,
starving this
Mateo, I
morning.
didn't even know you were here.
Yeah, he came in
Okay,
while you were gone. All right, bye guys.
we'll see y'all Monday,
Monday.
I guess.
Yeah. I guess Scott's gonna have his
Scott's, yeah, gonna have the
conspiracy show.
conspiracy theory show tonight. All right, bye.
Bye.